witnesses too for their appearances. Both of you have spent your careers as a criminal defense attorney. Have you ever represented a terrorist detained at Guantanamo Bay? We'll start, Ms. Rossman, with you.
No, Senator.
And Ms. Lee?
No, Senator.
Have you ever represented someone charged with a terrorism offense under federal law? Ms. Rossman?
I have not personally, no.
Ms. Lee?
No, I have not, Senator.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Lee, in a civil case in federal court, when do the parties have a right to a jury trial?
Thank you for that question, Senator. My practice has been primarily in criminal, and so I'm not familiar with all of the rules of civil procedure and in terms of entitlement to jury trials and the like. Certainly, though, I have experience, as I noted before, in terms of figuring out new issues when they've been presented to me and determining what the law is and how it applies to particular circumstances.
So, Ms. Lee, I understand you've spent most of your career in criminal law, but this is a fairly basic question about when a civil litigant has a right to a jury trial. You don't have an answer to that question?
Thank you, Senator. No, I don't. I do not know what the requirement is or the rule is for entitlement to a jury trial in the civil context. As I said, I have a lot of experience in figuring out unfamiliar areas of law, and certainly when those are presented to me, I start with the specific claim being presented and work through the law and what I need to figure out to answer the question at issue.
Okay. The Seventh Amendment guarantees a right to trial by jury in all cases where the value in controversy exceeds $20. How many jurors are there on a federal civil jury, Ms. Lee?
Thank you, Senator. My understanding is that in the context as well of a civil jury trial, that an individual is still entitled to 12 jurors. Although, as I said, I have not practiced in the civil context, and so the specific procedural rules I have not had occasion to be familiarize myself with, I should say.
Okay. They're entitled to at least 6 and no more than 12. Can subject matter jurisdiction be waived in federal court, Ms. Lee?
Subject matter jurisdiction?
Yes.
I do not, thank you for the question, sir. I do not believe that subject matter jurisdiction can be waived. However, as I said, I have not practiced civil litigation.
That's right, it cannot be waived. For the purposes of determining diversity jurisdiction in a federal civil case, in what states is a corporation considered a citizen?
Thank you, Senator. I'm not positive about that. My understanding, well, I will say I'm not positive what the rules are on when a corporation can be considered. Do you say a citizen or a party to a?
Purposes of diversity jurisdiction.
Right.
Purposes of diversity jurisdiction, in which state is a corporation considered a citizen? Correct.
Okay. Thank you, Senator. No, I'm not. I cannot answer for you what the circumstances are for that.
The state where the corporation is incorporated and where it has its principal place of business. In a federal civil jury, each side is guaranteed at least 3 peremptory strikes. Can civil litigants remove potential jurors because they don't like their political beliefs?
Thank you, Senator. I am not positive on what the rules are on that. It does not present the same claim, the same issue, certainly in the criminal context where there are limitations on peremptory strikes, but I'm not familiar with the rules for the jury service and use of peremptories in the civil context.
The answer is yes, they can. They can't use the strikes, of course, due to race or sex, though. Ms. Lee, you've said several times that you've spent your career in criminal practice, which I understand. However, you did work for 2 years as a law clerk in the federal courts where the caseload is more than 2/3 civil, and these are fairly basic questions of civil procedure. These are not obscure questions about, say, riparian rights. I'm surprised that you weren't prepared to answer these questions today. Like one of the most important moments in your professional career, and it raises concerns to me about what litigants should expect from you should you be confirmed at the level of preparation you will bring into oral arguments. I have some more questions, but my time is expired, so I'll yield back to the chairman.
Thank you, sir.